The year is 1916. In France, major offensives are fought at Verdun and on the Somme. During this period, Zonnebeke and Passendaele are behind the German lines. Things are relatively quiet on the Flemish front. Thanks to the lull in hostilities, German stretcher-bearers are finally able to go out and collect and bury the dead. The Germans commence construction of their elastic, in-depth defences. Specialist engineer units prepare successive lines of defensive trench systems. They stretch from Switzerland to the Flemish coast. But because the German High Command are expecting an attack to be launched there, priority is given to the area around Zonnebeke. Countless rows of barbed wire, machine gun nests and bunkers follow the lie of the land, linking together the most strategic landscape features. Between the front and Passendaele, there are 4 active positions, or Stellungen. The Albrechtstellung and the Wilhelmstellung are networks of trenches and blockhouses. The 2 Flandenstellungen are bunker lines. These Stellungen are connected by the Riegel lines, a simpler defensive system 2 or 3 trenches deep. Why were the Germans able to make the Allies' lives so impossible with this technology? Watch this demonstration. The Allies start an attack by shelling the German front line. They hope to destroy the tons of barbed wire entanglements and thus allow their attacking troops unhindered passage. The Germans flee, but not too far. They install themselves in shelters and shell holes. The Allied infantry are lured into a German trap by openings that have been deliberately created in the barbed wire entanglements. They are now exactly where the Germans want them. When the Allies struggle through the second line, the net closes. The Allies are now thinned out and enclosed. The Germans shoot at them not only from the front, but also from the sides and even from the back. The surprised Allies, who had been expecting hand-to-hand trench fighting, are cut to pieces. It's this elastic, in-depth defense that causes the Allies to suffer such appalling losses here. As the defensive lines develop, numerous constructions are erected. The Allies put their faith in underground shelters. The Germans, however, rely on concrete. Wherever possible, they construct their bunkers within existing buildings. They restore the roofs of houses or disguise bunkers as houses to deceive the enemy. Many tons of building materials, wood, cement and sandbags are needed for the huge constructions. Any beams and iron still to be found in the front villages are put to creative use. A network of railways facilitates this immense logistic operation. At night, heavily loaded trains rumble from Roeselare and Mennen to the material depots. There, the much-needed materials are loaded onto narrow-gauge trucks and sent as far as possible into the trenches. Manpower was indispensable for the construction work at the front. The German army relies on Armeerenstruppen, labor battalions of unarmed conscripts who are unsuitable for active military service. In addition to these, they use Belgian civilian worker battalions and prisoner of war labor battalions, which are mainly composed of Russians. Thousands of Belgian civilians are forced to perform hard labor for the Germans. The many soldiers around Zonnebeke and Passendaal need a place to sleep. Several barrack camps are built on nearby farms or hidden in the woods. The camps are supplied with electricity, shops, canteens and hospitals. The construction of fortified defensive lines is a long and arduous task. The German army plans to build 6 lines. When the fighting erupts in 1917, only 4 are finished. After the Third Battle of Ypres and hundreds of thousands of casualties later, the British also realize the importance of in-depth defenses. From now on, the consolidation of gained ground will be an important strategic objective.